Hello everyone, my name's George Hammond and today we'll be checking out this very interesting library by Marcos Ciscar and it's called Terra Incognita. So I've just loaded up a patch here. This knob here, it controls a filter. So if I play this drum patch I've got loaded up here, we can filter it that way. And this wheel here controls the amount of reverb. I just want to say I love this UI. It feels almost slightly dated, but the actual, what it looks like, I think it's lovely. This little animation you've got when you turn up or down the filter, and it's very easy to see everything you've got in there. So this is a library of different sounds inspired by Brazilian and music from the Amazon, and it's a soundscape library, so it's not designed to be, 100% historically accurate. This is the type of music. It's designed to be a cinematic soundscapey library, and I think it really plays to that, and it has a lot of strengths for what it is trying to be. There are a lot of lovely sounds in here, so we're just going to go through, take a listen to a bunch of them. Next one we've got here is the war horn. I love the sound of this one. This one's really, really good. Just turned up the reverb here. I absolutely love that sound. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful sound, that one. Let's take a listen to the Didgeridoo here. So there are a lot of sounds in this, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but we are going to play quite a few of them. We've also got some breathing effects down here. That's pretty cool. Let's take a listen to the Big Tom. Pretty nice sound there. Let's listen to the djembe. Or djembe. I can never pronounce it. I never remember how it's done. Let's take a listen to it though. Pretty nice sound there. Let's take a listen to some of these tribal drums. Those sound pretty good. Let's take a listen to number 3. Quite nice. Let's take a listen to number 5 here. Quite a nice sound. Let's jump to the flutes here. Double flute. I love the double flute. So let's take a listen and see what this sounds like. We've got some nice phrases here as well. This is the Pan Flutes, so we've got chromatic Pan Flutes, we've got 3 of them. Let's just go listen to number 1. Oh, we've got breathing through. I like these. I really like these breathing effects. They're really cool. Let's take and listen to doubling pan flutes. Okay, that sounds quite cool. Breathing again. This is mod wheel control. I believe vibrato is on the mod wheel of those ones. Fairy tale flute. Mod wheel does nothing on these ones. That's a tad bit of a shame, but you get what you get, don't you? This is a recorder, fairy tale recorder. That is an absolutely beautiful recorder. I love it. That is honestly amazing. That is really, really good. Let's take a listen to this haunting flute here. That is extremely quiet. That's like the air stuff out of a Tundra by Swift Audio. Some very nice phrases here. Intensive flute. I love the breathing effects. Let's go and listen to some overtone flutes. These are really, really nice. Let's see what they sound like in this library. No, okay, not exactly what I thought they'd sound like, but yeah, they're all right. I've heard better overtone flutes, but not in a sample library. So I don't actually know if there are overtone flutes in any other library. So if there isn't, then they're probably the best out there. But the overtone flutes I've heard in real life sound a bit different than that. But it's quite a nice tone. Let's take a listen to the overtone flutes world. So phrases. Pan flute effects. I love effects. Those are really nice. Let's take a listen to the ritual flute. So some praises there. Let's go to some metals here, some metal stones. Ooh, that is a very... I don't think I've heard that sample before, but I've thought about doing that before. If you get those kind of magnetic stone things and clap them together, that's what that is. And that sounds really cool. And I've thought about sampling that myself for quite a while, but it's It's nice to see someone's finally done it. Let's listen to a metal rule drum. Singing bowls. Those are the ones I think you tap them and then you do the thing outside. And yeah, this one around the edge. I think I've got one somewhere. I'll never forget. I was at this event selling some artwork, and there's this chap who was doing this kind of singing bowl stuff. And one of the things he was selling was for £150. He would put a metal bowl on your head and hit it with a mallet. It was the silliest thing I think I've ever seen, and he was loving it because he was making an absolute bomb off doing it. But that was quite into it. Ooh, cymbal bells. I quite like that, especially when you roll it. Ooh, an organ. I love organs. Organs, to me, are one of the best instruments ever. Let's have a listen. My playing is terrible today, and I promise you I do have more in my repertoire. I just can't remember them at this second. Let's listen to... Oh, yes. This is the same piece, but a bit later on. I do love the organ. This is a very nice organ. I have played quite a few organs, both real, I've played one or two, and I own quite a few sample library organs. They're something which it's very easy to sample, but often it's quite hard to get right. This one, I do love the tone on it. Listen to that. That is an amazing organ. That is really, really, really good. That is wonderful. This library is around £70, I believe. That organ alone makes it worth it, in my opinion. It is a very full, good sounding organ. I love a good organ, and that is amazing. That is truly amazing. I love that organ. But we can't sit here playing that all day. Let's go and listen to the jaw harps. Quite a nice sound. Reversed kalimba. Ooh. This could be very interesting or very bad. Let's have a look. And let's listen. Interesting. Not what I expected. Quite an interesting sound though. But not what I expected. That's quite a harsh reverse there. You'd probably need to EQ it a little bit. Let's have a listen to some of this SFX sound effects. I always find the sound of birds very peaceful, and it's a very nice recording there. Aurora. It almost sounds like a very, very, very slow helicopter. Let's take a listen to the frogs mating. And let's have a listen to the hallucinating spiders. Definitely something I would not want to be hallucinating. Here come the spiders. Jungle creatures. That sounds like one of those flute things where you slide it down, a bit like a trombone, but it's like a wooden flute thing. I forget what they're called. Let's have a listen to number 2. I think I'm starting to slightly suspect that these sounds might not be real jungle creatures, and that this might in fact just be Markos sitting in a room making noises and then pitching them up. This one specifically sounds like someone's hippie-ia, but really high up and almost slowed down at the same time. If it is a real creature, then I do apologise to said creature, but sounds interesting. Sounds a bit odd. Let's have a listen to this one. Logfire. Ooh, that one caught my attention. Another sound which I always find very peaceful. Let's skip a few of these and go to tropical birds. My granddad used to keep a lot of tropical birds. Let's take a listen to this. Definitely a lot quieter than the ones he kept, but enough about that. Let's listen to water drops. There's also some Simpson, so let's go to permafrost. Interesting. Spheres of Hanan. Hanan Parker. Spheres of Hana Parker. Listen to the second one. That's a lovely sound, that one. Oh dear, something we had clipped. That's not good. Last thing I wanted is some clipping on this recording. Let's find it. No, another octave down. No. Spiral Frost, that one's called. Sounds like some very low piano staccato hits there. Warm Analog. There's some vocals here as well. I love vocals in libraries. Let's take a listen to this one. Oh. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that was hilarious. Let's take a listen to this one here. This is wonderful. This reminds me of what's it called? It'll come to me. It'll eventually come to me. It might be, I'm trying to think of the name of this band and the song they did, and I thought it was really good, but I can't remember what it is. It might be the Afro-Celtic Nation or something. I did it. I did a study on it as part of a GCSE I was doing a while ago, but I can't remember what the hell that piece is called. But it reminds me of that. In the beginning it had vocals a bit like this. But these are really good. It's useful to have whispers in a library. There are not many libraries out there which has whispers. I know it's insane that a lot of vocal libraries only have ha ha and all singing and stuff, but this has whispers, and that is amazing. Are you meant to put trigger warnings on ADSMR? I'm not sure about that one. Let's have a listen to the ritual voices here. Afro-Celtic sound system, it might have been. It is something like that. It's ringing a bell. Ritual Men. This reminds me of Omen, the demo for Omen I was watching. I need to get that library and check it out, but reminds me of this. That's pretty cool. Spellbound. I wonder what happened if we turn pitch shift on that. Now I need to remember how to do this. I think you go to Group Editor. There's a way of doing it. I've just got to remember how you do it. No, it's not Script Editor. Wave Editor. Maybe Mapping Editor. There's a way of doing it. I've now got to remember how you do it. No, it's not that. Edit all groups. Mods. Here we go. Pitch bend. And then here we can set it to the amount of pitch. So we set it to semitone. pretty cool stuff with that. That one especially, it worked really well on that one. Let's close the editor for a second. There's some pretty cool stuff you can do if you enable the pitch bend. Especially if you try to do like a vibrato thing. That is amazing. I love that. That sounds really good. Let's take a listen to the Medicine Man. We've also got some woodwinds here. We've got some Zaffoons, sorry. Oh, select number 2. I believe this is Gabby Fraser's. Fraser's indeed. So there we go, we've gone through a bunch of the different sounds in this library. I think it's a really, really interesting library. It's got a lot of stuff in it, and it has a lot of very nice sounds in it. Overall, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I think this is his biggest, Marcus Escar's biggest library so far. He's done a few smaller libraries here and then, but this is a very big collection of sounds, and there's definitely a lot in there. But I'd say overall, it all sounds pretty good. There's a lot of good sounding sounds in there. There's some things which I think, okay, yeah, nothing too special, but they're pretty nice to have. And they sound okay, but nothing, nothing over the top good. There's a few things in here which I'd say, if there's an alicate option, don't get those ones. But the majority of sounds in here are really good, especially that organ. I love that organ. That organ is really, really good. Sorry to go on about it, but a good organ sounds really good. I love the sound of the organ. I know I keep going on about it, but it sounds really, really good. I really like the sound of the organ. The dual harps, it's a sound I don't really like anyway, but it sounds okay in this library. We unchecked out one of them. It's not a sound I can play for very long without getting a bit, it's just a bit, I don't know. There's something about it which to me, it almost makes my ears hurt. I'm not sure. That's just a thing with dual harps in general. It's nothing bad against this library. That is just how that is to me. We didn't have a listen to these guitars, but I just want to quickly try and see, that's really good. That is a sound I really like. There's a lot of really good sounds in here. So I don't want to say it's bad or it's good. The UI is okay. It's not terrible. It's a nice looking UI. I love how when you change the filter here, it has this little animation here. There's some really nice stuff in this library. It's not blow your socks off type of library. It's not one that has so much in it and it's all amazing. But there's a lot of stuff in here, and for the price, I think it's really good. So I would give it personally a 6-7 out of 10. It's got a good selection of sounds. It's around 4 gigabytes, so it's not that big a download. It's got a nice selection of sounds. It's playable, very easy to play, and overall, I think it's pretty good. Shame that not everything is assigned to the mod wheel, crossfades, dynamic crossfades, etc. But overall, I think it's a pretty good library. So I want to thank Marcus for sending me out a copy of the library to check out. And sorry it's taken a while, I've been a bit unwell, but it's really quite good. I like it. So my name has been George Hammond. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed listening to the sounds in this library, Terra Incognita. There's a lot of really cool stuff in it. So thank you for watching. My name's George Hammond. Goodbye.